We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. This crowd here fired up for football as a moment ago their Titans were introduced. This should be a good one as the Titans get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The first carry for DeMarco Murray. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. A play fake to Murray. Now Mariota. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. From the gun, Mariota. Oh, going deep here for Taylor. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4.
Trust me, Brandon, I'm not about to try and take your job. I can't do what you do. But that wasn't just 3 and out. That felt like 3 and backwards.
That's exactly what it was. You can have my job whenever you want it. The drive that you're looking for, though, probably going forward. Bad start to the ball game.
Yeah, not the way to get things going.
Now a hit and a loose football.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Terrence West, and he'll get this one up to the 26. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Again here with West. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. Third down, Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. With it is Jackson. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it'll be Titan football. They begin the drive with a run by Murray. Murray with a nice move. And now the juke. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
And that's why defense coordinators always preach 11 guys to the ball. Because sometimes you have a missed tackle. But if you have a swarm of guys around, less room for them to roam even after the first missed tackle. In this case, tackle was missed. Plenty of open field to get after that.
They go back to Murray on first down. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They tried to swing it out left into the flat, but the defense, they were very principled there.
It felt very West Coast offense, didn't it? You know their expression, right? On a West Coast offense, when they throw the ball, it's either going to be a touchdown or a check down, meaning they like to press it downfield. If they don't have it, swing it out, which is exactly what we saw there. But how about the great pursuit and tackle to make a nice play?
And this one caught by Delaney Walker. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Here's Ryan Suckup for the Titan field goal. This from 54 yards away. And before this 4th and 3 play, we're going to get whistles and a timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it. To throw is Mariota. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
As a defender, I always found the slant route extremely difficult to cover unless you're able to jump on top of it early, because once he gets his hands on the ball, he's at full speed going away from you.
It all happens in the blink of an eye, doesn't it?
It really does. The timing is so important. That ball's got to be out of the hands of the quarterback and to the receiver like that. And if it is, you often get a very successful play.
On first down, Murray. Down to the 25. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action and hit them over the top.
That was 2nd down run for Murray. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And Suckup will put this one right through. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, but the net gain, 3 points.
And you're going to have drives like that in this league. Sometimes you just got to take the 3 and move on. Always better than nothing.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can try to have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
The ground, it's West again, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Here's Flacco. Throw right side taken in by Wallace. And the stiff arm proved fruitful for a second, but the daylight quickly snuffed out. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Sam Cook now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Here's Jackson. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. Here's Murray now as they run it to start the drive. And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota. They will find the rookie from Western Kentucky, Taywan Taylor. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. With the former Volunteer Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Titans with the football here to begin quarter number 2. But they've got a 3rd and inches coming up, trying to keep the chains moving. So still in search of the 1st down after that last completion. They'll sneak it with Mariota. And the penetration too strong. He won't make it back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Brett Kern now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line. Reminder later tonight, a good one down in Miami. It'll be the Raiders and the Dolphins. A lot of playoff history between those two in the 70s.
Yeah, there sure is.
And then tomorrow night, we wrap up Week 9, the unofficial halfway point of the season with the Lions and Packers from Lambeau. And tough starting field position here. The drive begins with a handoff to West. Fighting through it, he's got space. And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. This is West. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
That was an example of excellent defense there. They stuffed him. So now he brings up a 3rd down situation. If I'm calling plays here, I make sure I put it in the hands of my quarterback and get it to a receiver real fast. I'm not running the ball here.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Jeremy Langford is in. He gets the carry. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Yeah. Steve Aoki.